Hey y'all, it's Rufio. I'm a streamer with the 100 Devs stream team. 100 Devs is a free online full stack JavaScript bootcamp and agency. You learn full stack JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and you get job hunting guidance as well. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in learning or joining, check the link in my description below. In this VOD, I had been a software engineer for 6 weeks. We talk about what I've learned, what I like, what I'm doing at work, any questions that people have. After that, we do a 6Q Codewars. We get it, which is exciting. And then we spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to get our solution to work in Typescript in Codewars. It doesn't work, but we do spend so long doing it. And then we finish it up with a little bit of Harry Potter. I hope you enjoy the VOD. Let me know if there's ever anything you want me to stream to help you out on your software engineering journey.
Happy January. It's January 5th. Happy first 5 days of January. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. Tell us a story about how I took down production again. Okay, but today I did break, it wasn't production, it was staging. I did break staging. They were like, so there's this bug. Does anyone know what the fuck happened? And then they merged my pull request yesterday, and they were like, well, looks like it was Rufio. And I was like, I will fix that. I will fix it. And then I did, but like, it was a little bit alarming. I didn't put a file in the pull request, and then something was like importing that file, and it could not import the file, understandably. So yeah, staging nearly as good. Yeah, it would be really bad if it was production, because production, we have clients using the portal, but there's a reason why we do, what's it called, staging. I just got distracted. I don't know if my Ethernet is plugged into my computer. Let me free. Okay. Ethernet? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Oh, no, it is. I lied. Okay. All right. Just wait till you play around the production database just to run the super safe, not test-worthy SQL script. So simple. What could go wrong? Do such things unintentionally when you feel everyone forgot about you in the team. People start mentioning you again. This looks like it was Brom who did this? Oh, whoops. Silly me. But yes, I do exist. Also, hi, Rom, how are you? Woke up today and I was like, and then I was like, but I told people I would stream earlier this week, and so here I am. Just gotta like, morning is never the best time to make judgments, I feel like, because my antidepressant hasn't kicked in because I haven't taken it, right? And yet, so many judgments made in the morning. So many. How was everyone's holidays if you celebrated, or New Year's? You find sort of? Sort of? No. Wish you were better than just sort of. Glad I'm progressing and hoping I enjoy with what I'm doing daily. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, you're from Ukraine. Holy shit. Understandable then. For some reason, my brain decided, since I think both Lark and Scania are yellow in the chat, and so both of you subbed today, and so my brain decided that you were both the same person. That's not true. But same colored names. Sorry to hear that, Rom. I hope everything takes a turn for the better. Not easy to say in a war, but going well, chilled over the lull period, and now getting back into the hot seat. Recruiter spam has jumped considerably today. Ooh, wow. I actually worked on January 2nd when I was supposed to take a break because my sister and her kids were in town, and I love them, but like they expect every moment of my spare time to be with them. And so they were like, "Do you work on January 2nd?" And I was like, "Yes." And so I did, and that gave me some more time to myself. How do I know Lark and you aren't the same person? Could just be two different accounts. Just multitasking here. Can you imagine like responding to yourself like that? Sometimes you do what you have to do. Wouldn't it be funny if like I had a secret person that was me in the chat? She'd be like, "Oh my god, Rufio, you're so cool. You're my hero, Rufio." Don't say that, please. Your sister wants to have kids. You can only imagine the little kids running around. Ignoring family is an important part of self-preservation. Yes. Yeah, like I don't know. I can't set boundaries very well, and so I probably could be like, "Look, sister, like that's a lot of time. So, no, I'm not going to come over every day for a week." But at the same time, her children don't understand boundaries either, and so they just take it as my aunt hates me. So you're actually the real Rufio. Dun dun dun. Tricky, tricky. You didn't know that, did you? Except Lark did, because Lark is me. Lark and I are the same. I subbed to myself. Happy New Year's to Ruth and Chad. Obligatory. Haven't seen you since last year message. Happy New Year's to you too, Ivan. Hope everything is going well. Do you ever like have insomnia? That was me last night. I couldn't fall asleep till 2 a.m. And I was just thinking of all the things. I was like, I don't even know what they were, but I was thinking of all of them. I was like, and then you have the moment where you're like, I'm never going to fall asleep. It's just never going to happen. And then you wake up and you're like, you know? Things are said, Rufio. I mean, me. I mean, us. I mean, Scotty. Lark is how it's Rufio? Maybe. Maybe I just subbed to myself. Maybe Lark and Scotty are both me, and I just subbed to myself twice today. Are we really the same? Okay, if we think about George Barkley just thought we were all figments of his imagination, so maybe we are, in which case we would be the same, right? We're all just made up people in Barkley's brain. I'm typing with my feet. Yeah, I have very dexterous toes. Kids don't understand that they can't compete with fun adult stuff, like watching YouTube videos. Playing video games. They played a lot of video games. I didn't want to do other stuff with them, so I was like, here, play a video game. Because I think that's interesting. And fortunately, they thought that was interesting as well. But their parents were like, "Y'all never go outside. You just play video game. After they spent like 4 hours outside. That's fine. 6 week. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I had to count today. I was like, okay, what week is it? Yeah, it's my 6th week. 6th week. Parents, am I right? Yeah. I wonder if like a switch flips when you're a parent and you're just like, what if our children don't have fun? Yes. Now, like, the thing is, like, the kids kind of screw it over for themselves because, like, they stop playing the game because their parent makes them go to bed and they throw a tantrum and they're like, "I'm never gonna play video games." And I was like, dude, you're fucking it up for yourself. Don't scream or they won't let you play. But, you know, I don't know how to communicate that better, so. Rufio pre-recorded the stream with all the questions predicted in advance. And now Lark, who's actually helps Rufio, can type in chat. Rom, don't tell people. It's a secret. How will people feel now that they know that everything is scripted? Seems like I had rough holidays. 6 weeks solving tickets solo? Yeah. What about building Webflow and Wix websites? Is this viable? Is it viable for what? Now what happens next? Well, we're going to talk about how work has been. Shibling, sweebling. I'm a robot. I'm an AI. Maybe that's how I'm doing this. Yes, I think this is how it. Yes. So I took a week off during the Christmas break. So I guess this would technically be like week 5 or whatever. Building Webflow and Wix website for small size companies. Roberto says yes, and Roberto knows more than I do, so probably yes. I think especially for like small companies like mom and pop shops, you know, if they don't need like complicated function, I guess, like if they just need like a landing page for their business or like a contact form, yeah. If I could define my 6-week experience as a software engineer in one word, what would it be? Okay, so that's an experience for this week specifically. So that changes my answer. I feel like I haven't had any emotions this week. What's up with that? Competent, maybe. And then for my whole time so far as an employed dev, incompetent. So today I tweeted about this, but yesterday I solved a ticket by myself for the first time. I like picked the ticket and then I was looking it up and I found where it was in the file. And I'm like, I'm not incompetent. Thanks, Vanta. Thank you for all your help over the past 6 weeks. I know I'm not. It's just easy to get blinded by your own problems, you know? But yes, you're right. We shouldn't talk to ourselves like that. But I found where it was in the files and I was like, cool. And then I was like, okay, I think it happens right here in the file. And so I just started like messing around. And then I was like, let me just make this a variable and then return it. And then like I ran it and it worked. And I was like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Wow, Rom. Thanks for the gifted subs. I appreciate you. 6. Nice. Is that for the 6 weeks? But so I messaged my boss and I was like, so I solved my ticket, but I don't understand why it works. And he was like, lol, make a pull request and I'll look. So I made a pull request and then he looked and he's like, nice. And I was like, but why does it work? Like, why does it work? I don't understand how I stumbled upon this answer that I don't understand, you know? But it worked. So I was just very amazed that I was able to do something by myself. Time to set some nice traditions here. What should our other traditions be? Do we have paired videos? Or tradition, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that was my 5th ticket, so it's my 6th week at work, but I took one off, so it's like 5 weeks, so it's like a ticket a week, which I wouldn't have been able to do without Vantaboard here. So typically, what my day by day looks like is I get up at 8, sort of, maybe, and then, like, I sit at my computer at 9, and I kind of, like, and then I'm like, hello, I'm available in Slack, and I'm like, and I don't know, my brain goes, and then around, like, 10, then I'm like, okay, time to work on a ticket, and then I, will, partially work on a ticket, and then I'll be like, I don't know, my brain goes there either, and then around, 11 or 12, Vantaboard is available for pair programming, and then I'll pair with them, and then we'll pair for a couple hours, and then I'll get off of work. So, what kind of project am I working on at work? So I work at a small startup where we are making a sponsorships portal, so like sponsorship for sports and like museums and stuff, just so they can manage their sponsorships. And so the type of things I've been doing is I've been making it so, like, I've been working with like permissions, the ability to unassign someone from a task. There's an easy way to tell. I fixed a broken image in an email. There is an NDA, but I don't feel like I'm being particularly descriptive. What do you think, Vanta? There's an NDA? Yeah, they made me sign one. But it was basically like, don't show your code, as far as I understand. And I think I actually checked with my boss. I'm like, can I talk about what I do on stream? And he was like, yes, I think. I can go look it up, though. I think I'm just not allowed to share the code. Yeah. So I fixed a broken image in email. I made it so you could unassign someone from something. I added tooltips to a bunch of buttons. I did other stuff too. I'm almost sure of it. Like the code base. Yeah, so those are the type of things I've been doing. Generally, my tickets will be front end, and then they'll morph into back end because there's back end stuff involved with whatever it is that I work on. They always, like, tickets always end up being more complicated than I think, except for the one I did yesterday. And then I was like, sus, you know? I get to pick my tickets, and I pick them based on difficulty, like perceived difficulty, like whether I could maybe feasibly do something like that, you know? So, your neighbor is suffering from depression because he can't get a software engineer job. Well, I also have depression, and it definitely was exacerbated by not being able to get a job in software engineering after studying for it for so long. Is backend Node.js? Yes. Or it can be. Our backend is like, I don't know if it's like, if it's Node or not. We use Typescript there. We use Objection.js, I'm told. Postgres. It's just Node.js. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I picked the tickets based on difficulty, and then they end up being more difficult. I picked one today that looked like the simplest one I could pick, but it, like, I can tell it's not a simple one, so. TypeScript almost always runs on a Node backend. Good to know. I was working with a senior engineer today because I took down staging. And we screen shared. And I was like, okay, I'm trying to import this, but it won't work. Even though the path is right and the file is like exists, it says it doesn't exist. And he was like, well, I'm pretty new to TypeScript, so I don't know. And I was like, I thought you were like, you know, yonder in skill level. And I think he is, but also we're both newish to TypeScript, so that was cool. Before importing, that thing needs to be exported. It was exported. The problem was I had two different branches open, and I was looking at a file from each branch. So, yeah, don't do that. I found out that Git is super important in working in a code base with other people. Like, I've had to learn how to do Git branching. I never used that before. Work trees, Git log, going back to previous commits. Trying to think of the other things I've learned. Like, so much with Git, and I still don't really get it. But, like, we're learning. We're going to be doing a stream about that soon. Should not be that senior guy. No. But Git checkout -b not main. Yeah. Except Vanta told me yesterday to not be using Git checkout, so I have to figure that out. Also, Git switch versus Git checkout opinions. Navigating around Git is a duty for you. Yeah, it's complicated. It's hard to conceptualize. I have to like see it, and it's hard to see it. If there's more than one dev, Git is a must-have. Yep. Agreed. Use Git for desktop GUI version. I shouldn't use Git checkouts because I'm using work trees. Wait, so why? Like, what work trees versus Git checkout? Like, why not? What's the work time? Like, what hours do I work, or what do you mean? I work from 9 to 4, but I actually only put in a couple like hours a day, so probably like 2 to 4 hours a day. But I will be like sitting at my computer all day. Work trees open branches in brand new folders. Git checkout changes the branch of the current folder. So when you use work trees, your folders are named after the branches. If you use Git checkout, the folder name no longer aligns with the branch and can cause confusion. I have been very confused. So the work tree says branch off, whereas Git checkout has the branch off, and then it's like branch off, that one branch. I have to say branch so many times. Am I working together with Vanderboard? Yes. Git checkout is used to switch between branches in a single working tree, while Git work trees allows you to create additional working trees with their own separate branches. Why would you want to have different trees? Because what I understood is you have one branch and then you want to go off of that branch and then you want to come back to it. Does anyone have any questions for me? I'm trying to think of other things I've learned so far. A lot. I've learned that, like, one of the most difficult things for me is, like, figuring out what coding is saying, like the code. Like, what is this doing here, you know? And in 100 Devs, Leon says to, like, basically just, like, get your hands on the keyboard and code. And I finally realized the reason for that. And that's because, and I know this sounds like a no-brainer, that's what you do when you work as a dev. Like, you need to read through code, figure out what is happening, like, write, do stuff with the program or the code base. And I think another thing that's good for non-employed devs to do, or like people trying to get their first job in tech, is to work on a team for like open source project, so that you can kind of get how to work with a team within a dev environment. 70% is reading code and 30% is writing code. Hold down backspace. I'm coding. Brilliant. Am I working remotely? Yes. We don't actually have an office for the engineers, as far as I know. So yeah, it is remote working and flexible hours, which I think is mostly a blessing, but can be a curse as well, because then I end up sometimes working like in the evening, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Remote work is nice because you don't need to commute. True. And then also not nice because I barely leave my house, and then I'll go outside and I'm like, you know, like, or like, God, it snowed. I didn't even notice because I didn't go outside. No, it's been snowing a lot here, a lot, which is great because that's the water we're going to drink next summer. Fluffy cloud relaxing hours. Guess COVID started and this business just accepted new reality. I think some businesses within tech were doing it before, but I think you're largely right. Yeah. And then COVID never goes away and comes out with new variants. Heavy sigh. Heavy sigh. The company before COVID was pretty aggressive about working from home. What do you mean by that? Like, they were like, only work from home? Or it's always fun to watch my videos after, in the way that, like, I'll make like a face, like, you know, or like, or just like, I just make some funny faces, and then I can screenshot them, and then I can use them for my thumbnails when I put them in YouTube, the streams in YouTube. I try to pick the weirdest ones. They're so funny. Only work from the office. Oh, I get you. And now it's all fine. Now you work from home. I've been kind of in like a funk lately. Like, I'm so happy to have this job and it's going well, but also like I don't feel like drawing or like doing anything. So that's cool. It's an only opportunity to keep working now. Makes sense. There isn't one for Leon. There should be !Discord though. And that should be the Discord community for 100 devs. You're doing good. You've been camping. Oh, my channel for the last 2 weeks trying to catch me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I haven't been streaming because 1, I've been like semi-depressed, and 2, my sister was here for a week and was like, give me all of your time. And so this is the first time I've streamed since I think the 22nd of December. Have I been? Mostly good. Good in the way that I have a job. I can pay to live. It's so great. Happy to be able to afford living. I like my job. And also my brain is doing weird shit, so there's that. Except for the depression, exactly. It's good except for my brain. The brain, it's just, I don't know, sometimes it's not at all logical. So. My friend came into town for the holidays, and she was like, I want to hang out, but I'm pretty depressed right now, not gonna lie. And I was like, that's fine. And then she and I ended up like talking about depression because I've been very open with talking about how I have depression. And she's like, what do you do to make yourself feel better? And then I think about how I feel when I'm depressed, and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to think. I don't want to feel. I don't want to like literally do anything. There's nothing that can make me feel better when I feel like that. Cause it's just like being existing, you know. It sucks. So I was like, I want to offer advice to you, but like, I haven't figured that out yet, so sorry. It would be nice to like be able to offer advice from that, but hey, live healthy, how have you been? Happy holidays. Do I stay in bed the whole day those times, or how should someone imagine it? When I feel like that, I'll do stuff. I just like, I'm completely apathetic. Like, I'm not humored by things or entertained. I kind of feel like blank, you know? I'm trying to think of how else I feel. Or like, I don't feel sad very often, but sometimes I'll feel sad, or sometimes I'll just try and figure out why I feel the way I feel and then feel bad because I don't know why I feel that way, you know? But mainly it's just like severe apathy. Like, I've been to some really cool places in the last 2 years, and in one of them I was super depressed. And my brother was like, why don't you think this is amazing? He's also an asshole, so there's that. But I was like, I don't know, I just don't even feel, you know? Been really busy with work. Yeah, how have the holidays been for you doing it with like sales? So interesting, when you're depressed, your head is like on fire of stuff to do, but you still do nothing, but still just watch stuff because you can't decide on what to do. I definitely feel guilty about not doing things. It mainly has to do with people who are trying to text me or call me, and then I don't want to talk to them because I know they're going to require a lot of like energy out of me, and then I avoid them, and I feel bad for avoiding them. And then it just like gets worse because then I never respond to them, and then they're probably like, oh my god, Rufio hates me. And I don't, but I also don't want to talk to them, you know. I talked at therapy last week about how I mind read a lot, so I really can't say what these people are feeling when I do that, and I shouldn't try to imagine how they feel, you know. But I need advice, resources for networking. Put yourself out there. So I got my job because Vantaboard, who's in chat here, dropped by my stream and was in my stream for a long time, and then recommended me to their boss, you know. Put yourself out there in the ways you feel comfortable. You don't need to stream. You can stream or blog or post on LinkedIn or post on Twitter. Show people what you're doing. Tell people about your problems and your successes. People want to help people that they feel like they know. So make yourself knowable, I guess. And then I hear that going to like meetups and stuff is good. I haven't ever done that, but what did I do? Is Twitch dying again? You have good news though. You've been a dev for 7 years and this is the first time you're enjoying it. Reverse burnout. Oh my god. I'm like happy for you and also really sad. I'm happy that you are enjoying it. I'm sad that you haven't been. One thing that I realized is that, I mean, I always kind of knew this, but like I work as a dev and I don't really get coding. Like I get it eventually, but my brain isn't like, ah, yes, you do the this and this and this and this and this, import this. And while I find it rewarding when I figure stuff out, like it's not like my passion or whatever. Like it's a job. What I like is the people I work with and talking to people. I always thought I would be more passionate about like as an American, we're super like pushed to do what we're passionate about for work, so work more. And I always thought that would be me. And then I was like, it's work, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a reply. Oh, I get you. What kind of project have I been working on? So at my job, we work on a sponsorship portal. So basically it allows you to manage sponsorships for like museums or sports teams or stuff like that. So I've been working on little baby tickets where like I'll work on like permissions, or like I can't exit out or I can't unassign this task. How do I do that? And then making that unassignable. I got rid of broken image in an email. I made tooltips, stuff like that. So I've been working pretty full stack actually. I'll try and be on like a front end ticket, and then it always has back end, so it ends up being full stack. Working on diverse tickets. Yeah, and I get to pick the tickets. Like we have like a agile board of like backlog tickets, priority tickets, which is the one I'm working from right now. There used to be a good first tickets column, now it's gone. Like done tickets, PR reviews, but I'll just pick one from like the priority column that I feel like I can do. Maybe. Use Jira. We've been thinking about switching to Jira. I don't know anything about it except for that it's Atlassian. We use Trello right now, but we might switch to it. What do y'all do at work? Like Trello, but with superpowers. What superpowers? Scotty hates Jira. Okay. GitHub has some cool project management tools. You've been using their issues and project tabs. Do you do that at work? It's great. I'll love it. Maybe. You do mobile development? Okay. How do you like that? What languages do you use? One of my coworkers is working on the mobile app, but I haven't worked on that for our application. You're working on making a new web app version for the app your company has as a project. So you're like revamping it in like a new language? Or that's awesome though. So looking for the job, you'll get there though. This is a year. I believe in you, Tim. It sucks. It sucks so bad trying to get a job in software engineering. But it works out if you stick through it, to it, whatever, however you say. It can take fucking forever. 11 months for me. And then like 25 total. 11 months actively searching for a job. And 25 months programming. So using JavaScript, React, and Typescript, just making a web version where it's used via browser as well instead of mobile. So you're taking it it's going from like mobile to web. I got the job though, so that hard work paid off. Right. And I'm really glad for that, but it still can suck. Like, so I feel you, like job hunting just sucks so bad. And like being on the job is hard, but it's not as bad as looking for one. I feel like I heard that it was worse. But there's something about having like financial stability that like also helps stabilize your insecurities about not being able to pay for like rent and food, for some reason. I mean, job hunting itself is pretty good and exciting. It's just when you're broke that it sucks. I've never done it from a non-broke perspective, so I'm working remote, yes. I've gotten 2 paychecks so far. That's been very exciting. And I am paying off debt, and that's very exciting. And then, like, suddenly all the money is gone because I spent it all on paying debt and rent and, like, bills. And I'm like, I thought I was supposed to have fun money, and I'm not there yet. Once the debts are gone. That's what I get for working on and off for the past, like, 2 years. So, welcome to adulthood. Yeah, cue the. Do you miss your mom? Yeah. That me. I'm saving the military disability, so you feel me on that. Oof. I was thinking, I'm 25, and so in 3 years, I have my, no, 16, 20, 26, 23. Yeah, 3 years, I have my, 10th, the 10 years since when I graduated from high school. And I was like, will I be able to be like a senior software engineer then? So then I can be like, hi, how have you been for 10 years? I'm a senior software engineer. I think I maybe can. Tell me all the time, I should come to where you are. Way easier lifestyle. Is it though? I feel like Austria is kind of expensive, isn't it? You mean to tell me you're not making $250K with 30K sign-on bonus with unlimited vacation and benefits? You know, second job in tech. That's what I always say. Hi. Hi, Bull. So better than where I'm at. I was going to say, but we have mountains. You also have mountains, so. We have red rock. Europe does not have red rock deserts. So, how about that? No, I mean, I feel like a lot of places can be better than the US when it comes to like healthcare and transportation and, you know, things like that. We have grass year round. Wait, you're in Florida, right, Bull? You go skiing to Austria 2 times in the next month. Nice. One bad thing about where I live is everyone's moving here, especially people from California. And then everyone is like, what if we all go skiing this weekend? All of us. Every single person that lives here, everyone's going. And then you try and go skiing, and they're like, sorry, there's no place for you to park, and we ran out of tickets for the day. I swear it's like every day. Not even just like the weekends. Like every day, everyone is skiing all the time. So it's like, you don't even like, you can't even like ski anymore in Utah. Unfortunately, yes. Do you have plans to leave Florida then, Bull? You're getting nothing but floods. Where are you, Tim? Where are you getting floods? For travel with 10 hours, you're still stuck in the U.S. Here you can cross 4 countries in 6 hours. That's true. But I feel like what is more important to me is like I went to Hawaii and then we like drove around the island and it took like an hour or two and I started panicking. Like we also flew in and like there was nothing around the island. I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I can't drive anywhere. I'm stuck in the middle of the ocean. I'm stuck on this small island. I'm going to die here, you know, like because I've grown up where I can drive like 12 hours in one direction and then hit the beach and like 3 days in the other direction and then hit the beach, you know? Haven't gone skiing in years. You miss it so much. Hope you get to go soon. It's how you feel every time you go out. No one is home today. Oh, no one's home today. Got it. San Diego. Floods in San Diego, really? I like San Diego. You do love the weather and your family's here, which you enjoy having around. You think moving to another state would make you feel so lonely. Networks are important. So, first thing you heard was can't ski anymore in Utah. It's because the ski resorts are so packed. Also, hi, Peter. Everyone is skiing all the time. In the middle of the day. On freaking Tuesday or probably something like that. You know? I don't know why. I'm stuck. Islands. Just feel stuck on islands. Happy New Year to you too, Peter. So tell me about the good things at work. Great coworkers. I pair program all the time. People are really helpful. There are never too many questions for me to ask. No one is judging me on what I perceive as a very low skill level at programming. How big is my team at work? I know I mentioned it was a startup. I think there are 10 devs on the team. Other good things. I can pick my hours. I don't have to work 8-hour days. I've been working like 2 to 5-hour days. And I'm like, shit, people work 8-hour days how on, you know, I feel like that's a lot healthier, and it's a really privilege. I'm very privileged to be able to be like, 2 hours today, you know? Like, you have to get your work done, obviously, but I like how much it pays. I like that I can pay for not only rent and food and bills, but also I have enough money to pay off debts. That's pretty tight. That's a good thing. Other good things about work, I'm starting to feel more competent. Before I was just like, I don't know where anything is in the code base. I don't know what anything is saying. And now I feel like I'm kind of getting my bearings a little bit. You had island fever bad when you lived in Hawaii. It sucked not being able to take weekend road trips. Plus, everything was freaking tropical. Yeah, like, cockroaches, bugs. God, I hate bugs so much. Tropical places have bugs. You work 8 hours, but you don't, if that makes sense. Technically, you do actual work for like 3 hours. That makes me feel better because that's me too. But are you like focused on worky stuff the whole time? Or are you kind of like bopping around doing other stuff too? The only reason Vanta can do 8 hours is because they spent a long time working on offsetting your coder fatigue. What do you mean by that? It's awesome. I'll definitely learn a lot with this. You bet with a smaller team, maybe having to wear different hats on the code base. Yeah. And the CTO had us all like sign up for different features of the app and take charge of it. Like, we haven't done anything, but basically the idea is everyone has something they're kind of in charge of and can like take ownership of and be a specialist on in the app at the company. And I do get to do a lot of different things because it is a small team and it's a startup, so that's really great. And I went to work today at 12:30 and got back at 4:30. Love the free hour system. Yeah, that would be 4. I don't know why I count on my fingers. That's awesome. But you had to go in. Most of the time you watch streams in front of your laptop. Do you code at the same time, Roberto? When you're learning heaps of new concepts, hours are exhausting. You missed the beginning. Was I in Hawaii or something? I was just talking about how when I went to Hawaii, like where I live right now, I could drive 12 hours in one direction, hit the beach, 3 hours in the other, or 3 days in the other direction and hit the beach. But like when I'm on a small island, I can't do that, and then I start panicking because there's nowhere to go and I can't escape, So that's what that was the context for that. Depends on the workload. You go based on the estimates of the ticket, which is almost never accurate. You just make sure you deliver. I don't feel like we have any like my boss. Another really great thing about work, my boss doesn't like deadlines. So sometimes there are deadlines. Like there was a lot of crunch time over the holidays, but like I don't have to have a ticket done in any sort of amount of time. I just have to be actively working on it and asking for help, and then it gets done by doing that. Focusing anymore wouldn't help. Interesting. By offsetting coder fatigue, you mean if you're working on a really tough problem, you'll take a break by tackling a small ticket. That way you can rejuvenate your confidence and your work ethic, and that helps you come back to the bigger problem. That makes a lot of sense. So none of us were doing anything like the weekend of like December, like New Year's, right? And then Vanda comes out and is like, I've done 10 tickets. And I was like, holy shit. Like, what? So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You just love going to the office. You can work more productively. Interesting. Or you can drive 2 hours and hit the beach. And on Hawaii, you can walk 5 minutes and hit the beach if you're really comparing. But yeah, you get it. No long distance drives, right? Yes, down with deadlines. Get rid of them. Your brain just solves issues passively. Really? Interesting. Like you watch stuff and after 2 hours, you understood the code you read 2 hours ago. I hope I get to that point. So it doesn't give you anything to look at the code continuously. Sometimes one PR could be very small, but probably took all day because you didn't know how to approach it. Ooh, that sounds like me. Deadlines just stress out the devs and make poor engineering compromises everywhere. And no one is able to tackle tech debt. Will you define tech debt for me? The deadline to eliminate deadlines cannot come soon enough. Do we have one? Or are you just saying that? So we have to accommodate tech debt fixes wedged into unrelated PRs. But what does tech debt mean? Is it just like tickets, like backlog tickets? Or sometimes you spend a day just brainstorming how to fix the issue and define it and then actually fix it the next day. Something that's been happening to me is like the CTO will be like, okay, look at this part of the files. And then I'll look and I'm like, and then I'll just like, be like, okay, so maybe, and then like do that for like 3 days. And then I'm like, damn, I need help. And then I get help. And then it's like done like that because I got help.
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that? You understand tech debt as bad code that will eventually need to be rewritten. Oh. Additional rework that could have been avoided, code that should have been different, or is too hard to understand, or just got duct taped together. No, because no one got time for those. You never do them properly. An accumulation of deferred effort, typically around refactoring code to better fit with your new understanding of your problem domain. Okay. Ticket you're currently working on. You're about to give up. Your brain is broken right now. Get help. You did buy a postcard some time ago, but you didn't tell me what one you wanted or what address I should send it to. I can't remember if you sent me your address before. Let me know if you have. So just message me and tell me which one you want. Let me grab the website for you really quick. Surprise you? All right. Will do. Let's do it right now. I'm kind of running out of them, TBH. I need to make more. Okay. Madison, shuffle. I don't want to give you that one. That one's cockroaches. This one. You get the pansy elephant. Is that one okay? I drew a cockroach picture because I was doing it for Inktober, and they're like, draw something that disgusts you. And I was like, so. Draw you a panda. You have to redeem a different card if you want me to draw you a panda. You have to redeem the 20,000 one. And if you do actually want to do that, I will like refund you your points so you can do that. I do have this ugly panda that I did not actually give to Vantaboard. It's a red panda. I hate this drawing, but you could have it if you wanted to. You don't have 20k, but let's pretend you do. I don't think that's how this works. Pass. That's what I'm saying, but technically it is a panda. Do you want me to refund your points so you can save up for the custom card? 21, you're close. Nice. Lark, wait. Who was it that left? Was it Lark? I don't know. But I still have Lark's card over there sitting on like my little bar thing or whatever. I just have to take it to the post office, but I haven't been to the post office, so. Keep him? No, that's not how this works. Do you want the elephant pansy or no? We can do one or the other. I don't want to steal your points. Oh, Lark says. Yes, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm like looking at the envelope. It's just that I could technically do that today. It's better don't send it yet, but it's already closed. But if you do redeem something else, that would probably work. Donate the points to Ronald McDonald. I drew one drawing this holiday period. I still have to draw Dan's drawing and someone else's drawing. I'm like two drawings in the queue, but my little niece wanted a cheetah, and so I drew a cheetah. And the last time I drew a big cat, it was a tiger, and it was an awesome drawing until I added henna designs to it, and then I was like, fuck, I just ruined it. And so I decided when I did the cheetah that I wasn't going to do henna patterns. I was just going to draw a motherfucking cheetah. So here it is. Cheetah. Picture of dance. You want the card, but some things are happening where you live. So if I send it, you might not get it. Let me know when is a good time to send it then. Thanks, Lark. I like how it turned out, I would say. She was really funny though, because she was like, is that it? And I was like, yeah, I'm not done with it yet. And she's like, And then later she was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So she like, I can't tell if she like hates it or likes it because it was just like like, I don't know what to do with that answer. So that was the one drawing I've done in the last like 3 months. So that's cool. Any topics I'd like to collab on? That's a good question. I've been so like, I figured that I actually need to start planning what I stream about, but I always forget that that's something I need to do. So then I never do anything interesting and I just talk. So I'm sorry about that, but I do need to plan it out. Do you have any interesting topics you'd like to collab on? We fixed my ceiling so it won't leak this time. What do I think about corned beef? I ate it once and I liked it, but I've been vegetarian for 6 years, so no longer. Did I go anywhere for Christmas and New Year's break? No. No. My sister came into town, so I just spent time with her and her kids. But I am going to my grandma's this weekend. That's in Idaho. Well, look who's online. Wow, a long time. I know. I'm just going to blame it on the holidays and pretend that's all it was. What do you think of corned beef? You found in your meeting you're a teacher now. You want to choose a designer to code? Oh, shit. How do you feel about that, Lark? What the hell have I been up to? Well, over the past week, I've had to go over to my mom's house every day after work and just spend time with my nieces and nephews. And then I go home and go to sleep or have. So that's what I did then. And then before that, I can't even remember because it's too far in the past. How much cheese, though? I do like cheese, but I don't feel like I'm one of those people that's like, God, cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like it, but if I never ate it again, it would probably be fine. Now, fruit? Nah. I could never give up fruit. Depends on if I'm still using V8 and VW as units when writing CSS. I haven't done any CSS in a long time, so I don't even know what I use. You can't open your cheese or your corned beef. Ew, sounds like responsibility. You don't know how good a teacher you are. Well, you could probably read some books on teaching. I'm not a very good teacher, but I hear that's something you can do. It's peach season. I am so jealous. God, peaches are my favorite fruit, and then cherries. Those are both summer fruits where I live. Your corned beef, you can't open it, you're a loser. Did you try the other side? You should teach a class on cheese. I would like to teach on here at some point, but one, I don't know how. Two, I don't know what. You know? Cheese developer. I developed the best types of cheese. One of the funnest things I've done with one of my brothers is we went to a cheesery. I don't know how, a cheese selling place. I don't know. Is there a word for that in English? And we spent like 2 hours just trying different cheeses. And the people at the desk were like, this one was matured for 40 years and was rolled in crushed raisins and then mulled in brandy, you know, and then you're like, I can taste the notes of brandy. And it's like, oh God, so funny, but also really fun. Can DM me some topics if I like. Sure, do it. Heard the oldest woman in the U.S. died. She lived in Salt Lake City. Really? I hadn't heard that. You need to experiment with teaching first. Start on Monday if the designer comes back from vac. I can tell this cheese smells like my feet. This has the same odor as unwashed feet. Jesus. Like, this cheese tastes like the cow ate some crap. It's like the Napoleon Dynamite. This milk tastes like a cow has been in an onion patch. Judges. Yup. I need to do a lot of code streams coming up here. I just have to have the motivation to do them. Also, I remembered this morning that I said that I was going to start streaming for me in the mornings on Wednesdays. And here I am in the Thursday evening, so I'm gonna remember next time. It's not evening yet. Oh god, you're right. It's just 3 p.m. for me. And the light is still on. The sun. Grateful for stream anyways, but I'm grateful for you, Lark. Also, like, fucking winter. Dark at 5:30. Body's like, it's just time for bed. Right now. Right now at 5:30. Also, you're always tired. Nice. You know? Why don't humans hibernate? Don't worry about the stream when you're using all that energy on work. But am I? Maybe. I don't know. Gets dark around 7? No way. I'm very jealous, actually. Grateful for yourself, too. I mean, you, who is me, who is Sky. Sunsets at 9. Nice. That's how it is in summer here. You know, like a normal state. Well, imagine, like you hear, like, Norway. It's, like, gets dark at, like, 3. Yikes. Except for all the other ways Texas sucks. Of which there are many. Show us a picture of the sunsets. Do it. Show us a picture. 45 sun's gone here just now. Same as me, same as me. Mine's a little later, I think. Earliest it gets is like 2 to 3 p.m. Yikes. That is really... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Scotland's up there. Boss, I have a new task for you, Rufio. Sorry, I have to hibernate until winter's over. See you in 2 months. If only. Could you imagine if we all just, like, hibernated? That would be really nice. I'm just really tired. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 6 hours of sleep, which is much less than I normally get because I just could not fall asleep. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Any other questions for me? Any games to play? You want to play games? Is that what you're saying? I was thinking we would do a coding challenge if we got bored. Are we getting bored? Sleep is overrated. No! Don't talk. Don't say that. Sleep's my homie. Can't say. Sleep and I are tight. Sure, we can play. But we need to do a coding challenge. We could code together. Just talking here. In theory, we could play, but I feel like this needs to be somewhat coding related. I mean, we have talked about my jorb, but you're gonna guess I haven't felt much depression lately. No. I was feeling like I was on a high, and then on Christmas till about now, I've been on a lower, not low, but like I've been lower. So, unfortunately, I swear it only takes like one thing for me to like spiral. Y'all have that? Like, my siblings and I played Age of Empires together on Christmas, and the game did not go well. And my sister and I were on the losing team, but it was kind of like a cheating situation, and she was really pissed. And, like, Christmas was basically, like, ruined. And then my brain was like, you know, let's just keep riding this hill as it goes down. You know, that would be nice. I figured the job thing would have helped my funk, and it did largely, just not all the way. It's a season, it's a hibernation session. I need to get one of those light lamps that, like, I hear those are good or whatever. My therapist said to get a light lamp. So I should never spend time with my family at Christmas or ever, actually. Woof. I like some family members. I am getting to the point where, like, I'm like, you know? Like, I have to go to my grandma's this weekend, and she could die at any time, but also, like, no. I saw her, like, 3 months ago. That was so recently. Why do I have to go? I don't. I feel familial obligations. I respect the hustle people put to make events. Put forth to make events. Ugh, obligations. They're the worst, right? Here's the sun setting at 8 p.m. It's small. You live on the beach? By the beach? It looks warm. Oh. I'm following the Republican politician who just got voted and can't stop lying. Was that the one? Tell me about. I don't know anything about that. And Hither Choppy be fired right off the bat. These guys, no repercussions. I think you're right, though. I found out that my state senator not only supported the U.S. insurrection, or like the insurrection, the January 6th insurrection, but was like the planner for it. And guess whose state just fucking elected him again? Yeah, it was mine. I think you've seen a blue sky since October. Except I don't like blue skies, so. But I imagine you do, so I'm gonna feel bad for you. I would love a cloudy sky. I think sunlight's so freaking garish. At least Hawaii had a pretty liberal government. I worked out for the first time in like 2.5 years yesterday. Wow. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Oh, that's a really nice orange. I hate the color orange, so that means a lot. That's a nice one. Put some nice pink in there. I haven't seen my sunsets. I'd have to leave the house for that. You hate blue skies and sunshines? You like it cold and wet. You're so adapted to the Scottish climate. That or it's like a Stockholm Syndrome situation. Lol. Promise myself I'll go to Prague eventually. I will. Yeah, for sure. I have nothing against Prague. Let me see if I have any cool pictures. I'm jealous. I want to have cool pictures. Your pictures are better than mine? Probably. Sunset? Okay, my latest one was in a plane, so how about that? Cash me aside, how about that? That was my last sunset that I saw? I don't know. It's cheating. Gotta take advantage of the window seat, right? And look, there's a raccoon, because I was on freaking Frontier, which is like basically Ryanair, but for the US. Her image is in the cloud. It is the cloud. Oh, here's one of Spain. Sieges. Frontiers for poor people. Yes, me. My seats even have padding? No, they did not. That is not my home. I don't go outside. How can I get pictures of my sunset if I don't leave my house? Do I have to go outside for like at 5:30 today and see if there's some sort of sunset? You don't leave your house to take pics either. Use a balcony. Yeah, my balcony is surrounded by trees though, so I have to like walk out into the street to see the sky. Almost every dev ever. True. Those are my pictures. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Whatever. Holidays. Do you guess you win this one? Probably. If we're going off of your house pictures, probably. You know, it's been a really long time. When is my birthday? At the end of October. So get this shit. In line with your falling asleep everywhere lately, you've been falling asleep standing in the shower. You wake up as you're falling and it's all slippery and shit. It's super scary. Hold up. Born, why? Do you have like, is there something bigger going on? Like that's actually kind of concerning. Also, that's exciting that your birthday's coming up. In winter, the sea gets really loud. Really? I didn't know that. You've been going to bed late and waking up too early. Please take care of yourself and don't fall asleep in the shower and slip and fall and hit your head. Ow. Yikes. January 9th. That's in 4 days. Holy shit. We're going to be streaming that day. We can say happy birthday to you. Wow, wow, wow. Doesn't mean shit when you're turning 48. I mean, your call. Birthday party at Rufio's house. All right, everyone. 31 of us worldwide. Let's all come to my house party on Monday. Buy those tickets. Doesn't matter the cost. You do have to pay for it, though. God, that would suck so bad. Can you imagine like $8,000 tickets? Something like that. You'll swim there. That's fantastic. I'm the one working. I should pay? Yes. 24,000? No, wait a second. So if there are 30 of us and it was $8,000 a ticket, is that like $24,000 or something? Broke your shower door handle? Shit. Tickets from Chile to Miami are like 2K. 8K? I don't. Wherever you're coming from. That's just what I've seen where like it's like right before and it's to somewhere like no one goes to Utah, you know what I'm saying? For New York it's like 4K. Wow. Like 100K. Where would you be flying out of? Montevideo? No, you're in Chile. That was Uruguay. Hey, Santiago? God, why am I confused? I can literally look at your letter. Chile. Santiago. There you go. Just drop this letter on the floor. Don't do that. 700 to 3,100 pounds. That's not 8K though. I guess it would depend, Born. We're sitting in the north to the south to Santiago. What's the biggest city you could fly out of? Or like the closest biggest city? Or maybe you fly out of a regional one and then fly to a big one? Santiago for some freaking reason? How long would it take for you to go to Santiago? Did you know that it's been the longest time since I've done any Code Wars? 4 hours? That's not too bad. Okay, so if we're talking about like asexuality, Born, I would put it like this, okay? Let's say there's a chocolate cake. Everyone's like, oh my god, chocolate cake is fantastic. Love chocolate cake. Chocolate cake is the shit. But like, you don't really like chocolate cake. You don't like how it tastes and you don't want to eat it and it's just like, you know? That's how I'd put it. Or, alternatively, you're in a museum and everyone's like, oh my god, it's a fucking painting. This painting is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. I would like to physically kiss that painting. And you're like, I don't want to kiss the painting. Like, yeah, it's beautiful, but like, you know? It depends on the asexuality, though, or the spectrum. That's true. That's true. If we go off, like, the cake example or whatever, maybe people don't like chocolate cake, and they're like, you know what, I could eat this anyway. Or maybe somebody, when they see chocolate cake, they're like, huh! You know, like, just, like, hurl. You know? I kissed a painting once. No longer allowed to be back in that museum. Oh. I have to have something I'm into. My main things I've been focused on for the last few years is getting a job in tech. I really like video gaming. I like drawing. I like spending time with my family. But I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Parrots, yes. Parrots, yes. A bunch of likes and not needs. I really, have crazy sugar cravings. How about that? I don't need candy, but I freaking like it and I would like to eat it all the time. But I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I don't have crazy strong, I feel like a lot of people's emotions go like this and mine are kind of like, it's kind of like a baseline. Do I crave movement workouts? No. Do you? Emotions don't have to be peaks and valleys, but what I'm saying is that they're basically not, mostly. I don't know. Everyone has different things that they focus on in life, and I respect that, but you get cravings for oily fish? What? Are you being serious? You're asking the wrong person. Until that roof was leaking, she did not move from where she was now. True. You get cravings for pizza? Oh my god, you're right. I also get cravings. I love pizza so much. I eat pizza for lunch. I'm eating pizza for dinner. We talked about my favorite food. I'm very excited about it. Alfredo pizza. God, pizza. I think I would cry if I could never eat pizza again. Of course, you love an oily fish. It's like a can of oily fish or something? How does that work? I'm being serious. Well, okay, I don't get cravings for pizza, but I really like it. I said I'm not into cheese. Pizza without cheese is nothing. I said that I like cheese, but I'm not like, oh my god, I would die without cheese. That's what I said. Like sardines? Yeah, I like sardines. Mackerel, sardines, anchovies. Oh yeah, so it is like a tin can fish. It just smells so bad. Yuck. Alright, but you love pizza equals I love cheese. Ain't that right? No. Something to look forward to. I mean, if that's how you roll, that's fine. I look forward to traveling. I look forward to eating candy. I look forward to playing video games. I look forward to, well, I was looking forward to getting a dev job, then I got it. Welcome to Sweden. Am I in Sweden now? Thank you. Also, I like your username. We love birds here, so. What do you look forward to if you can have everything you want whenever you want? Traveling. You look forward to sleeping well for one night? Snaps. I look forward to reading books I really enjoy. No, you're done. Just curious. Again, like I understand that like for the majority of like humanity, they're not like asexual. And so I can understand it being like a difficult thing to understand. But I don't know. I thought the cake example was good, or the painting example. Am I reading anything interesting later? So I'm supposed to be reading a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways. Am I? Not really, but I'm supposed to be. My description says 6 weeks as a software engineer. Yes. I'm in my first job as a software engineer, and I'm in my 6th week. We talked about that a little earlier, but I'm happy to answer any questions you have. You need to teach yourself how to read books. You lose interest after reading one page. You would love to start reading books more, just can't start. What you could do at us is you could like clean or walk or something, like do something else while you're listening to a book. I feel like that's the best way to get through some of those like things that, like those books that you just don't feel like you can really get into, because then it's just kind of happening in the background, you know? Never heard that meaning of SW. Usually it means Swedish. Lol. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could have capitalized it, but I like doing all lower caps, so 6th week being Swedish. Hey everyone. It's my 6th week being Swedish. I can, oh god, I don't know any words in Swedish. Yeah, I don't speak any of the language yet, but I'm becoming accustomed. Is it skjal or is it ska? IKEA? I don't know the pronunciations. Is it fjortis? It is skjal? Did I say it right? Am I saying it right? Skull. Skull. Did I say that right? I have other languages I can speak much better. Love audiobooks. Keeping in the background is like a soap opera. Once you hear a slap or a cool word, you start to pay attention. Sounds kind of right. I apologize. Found out about my stream from the 100 Devs Discord. Congrats on getting a job. Thanks, Gunner. Thanks for the follow as well. It's been really nice having a job. And like very rewarding that it finally worked out. Are you in 100 Devs? I mean, you're in the Discord, but like, are you doing the program? You mean you're a software engineer, but you're not from... Oh, yeah, Sweden, yep. Okay, but is anyone here from Sweden and also a software engineer? You had Piranesi? I started reading Piranesi and then I got bored. Is it worth it? Any SWEs in the house? Stop stealing the real meaning of SWE. Hijacking it. Sorry. Once I did like SE and someone's like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, software engineer? And they're like, no, it's SWE. And then I did that, so yeah. Should we do a coding challenge? 6th week as a hacker. Always throws me back to like one of my first times streaming and someone who wasn't a programmer hopping in. Actually, I think I was streaming video gaming, but then later they joined me when I was streaming about software engineering. And they're like, shit, you code? Can you hack Facebook? And I think they were joking, but also serious. And I was like, that's cybersecurity, mate. Like, I think the concept of the whole endless house, I didn't get that far, but it sounds vaguely interesting. Hacking sounds like a fun stream idea. Yeah, but like you have to know cybersecurity, right? I'm a web dev. Nope. Okay, well how does one hack? War games? What do you mean? Like first-person shooters? You're at the Class 2 video right now. Joined 100 devs near the end of December. Decided to self-learn and discovered 100 devs through Reddit. That's awesome. How have you been liking it? Let me know if there's ever anything I can stream here that would help you out. Although there is someone who is, Dia the Kez. They're streaming like HTML and CSS stuff. I believe that, bird. You should do Steel Light Blue. Blue is a great color. Alright, everyone. She's an employed software engineer, so can she do 6 Qs? Should we find out? Coding. God, no! Rufio! 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 I don't know, I promised we would do somewhat of, like, programming adjacent stuff. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one, Born. If we list all the natural numbers below 10 that are multiples of 3 or 5, we get 3, 5, 6, and 9. The sum of these multiples is 23. Hacker 1. Hacker 1. Oh, but it's money, huh? It's not free dollars? Is it free for Swedish people? I like the blue one better, Born. You like hacker rank better? It says, demo. That's why I was wondering. Where would it teach? Hack, learn, earn. Hacker 101. Getting the white, then splattering black paint on it. That would be very artistic. But the account, like create an account for the Hacker 101. I've heard of Hacker Rank. I know nothing about it though. Is this money too? I've done a Hacker Rank. I did it. It wasn't hacking, but I did it for one of my job interviews. Money, where? Give it to me now. Alright, everyone. So, finish the solution so it returns the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below the number passed in. Finish solution so it returns the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5. So, what do we want? To get the multiples of 3 or 5 below a number n. Wow. No text wrapping? That's fucking rude. Fizzbeth with extra steps? Probably. But I've never done it. There we go. I'm stealing this because I'm just tired of looking at this already. Can I split the terminal? No? Apparently not. No auto wrapping? Such a diva. Nah, I just know what's important. Which is auto wrapping. Darknet diaries? Oh, interesting. You're done with work? Congratulations. Everyone clap for Lark. Alright. So, if the number is negative, if n is negative, return 0. Are we supposed to sum it? Because it says the sum of these. Oh yeah, the sum of all of them. And sum them. Yay me! I mean, Rufio! I mean, Scotty! The chat is blocking it? Oh, thank you. I never notice. I apologize and I thank you. How about that? 0.3 inches. A centimeter makes more sense to me than 0.3 inches, TBH. Fucking imperial system. So, if the number is a multiple of both 3 and 5, what if a number is a multiple of 3 and 5? Then only count it once. Metric system is the only system. It's definitely the best system. It would be nice to be like the rest of the world and know what things mean in Celsius and meters and shit, you know? That would be nice. But no. I heard that the imperial system was based on like King Henry VIII or something. So like the foot was the size of King Henry VIII's foot, and a yard was how long around the circumference of his belly was or something. That may not be true, but like if that is true, like like that's wild. What the hell? Is that a lie? Did someone look it up? Sorry if it's a lie. Why did it always have to do with a man's ego? Can you imagine being like, oh shit, like this whole country's like system is based off of the circumference of my belly. Like it was around before him, but he standardized it. Oh, I get you. Thank you. Will we always be given a number n? Probably. Let's count on it. Parameters, baby. Okay. Maybe I'm fire. I am. Stop it. I am. I'm super cool. R, what is it returning? Will return the sum of multiples of 3 and 5. 20 years pay for me, Argentina. Examples, let's go. All right, so if we make a multiple function, wait, if we say console.log multiples, and then we have like 5. Wait, so if it is the number, it has to be below the number. What's the answer to that? Is it just 1? Is it like literally 1? What does that do, Roberto? All right, what if we do it checks if true is equal to true? How would that be helpful? What would the answer be for this? 25 is 5. Shit, I don't know how to do this math. Someone do math for me. Y'all. What math are we doing? What is the sum of the multiples that make up the multiples of 3 and 5 that make up 25? Here, I'll show you this thing. Here. Calculator. I don't know how to do the calculator even. 143. I'm going to count on it. How about 39? Can't I guess? Bruh, no, I'm not that good at math. Because then I'd have to figure out what the multiples are, and I don't even know how to do that because I can't remember how to do it. 42? Thank you. What about 5? You failed math? Same. I only got math in college, TBH. Before that, I was like, you'd hire someone to figure this out for me. Or just ask chat. So, chat. Sell the ends for double. You hated calculus. I never did calculus. I never got that far. Okay, but what is 5? Is it 1? What is the answer? We're gonna chat GPT. I probably could ask chat GPT. Or just chat. So you're more intelligent. We're useless. That is not what I said. But actually, what is the answer? Is it just 1? Is it 1? The number 1? You forgot the question? Here you go. So basically, we want to get the sum of the multiples of 3 and 5 for a number n. The number n right now is 5. Also, I'm trying not to think. Yeah, you don't have to think. It's fine. Well, I'm going to put 1, and if someone... 8, is it 8? Thank you. That would make sense, because 3 and 5. But what, isn't 1 also a multiple of them? No? I don't know. I trust y'all. Okay. Pseudocode. So... I feel like Ralphie from The Simpsons. I'm in danger. We'll start at the number itself, so it skips 1. Okay, it also skips the actual number. So would it be 3? It would be 3? Okay, 3. Okay. So let's think about how we're going to do this. We're going to make a function. Function that takes in a number n. Function multiples n. Okay. The answer for 39 is wrong. Okay, what's the answer? Is it 329? I don't know. I was just told it was 42, so is it 329? Google it. No, I trust y'all. Too much effort to Google it. Why don't you do the effort for me? Okay. Then, what do we do next? So, we're probably going to make like a for loop. So, we want to say, do a for loop that goes up to the number n, but doesn't include it. Check if the current iteration is probably like is divisible by 3. If it is, you know what, we're gonna say add an empty variable. If it is, add the number to the empty variable. If it isn't, move on. Do the same for 5. If not applicable, I guess I shouldn't do if not applicable for either because that's covered in the second condition stuff, you know. And then return sum. How about that? I feel like this may be a good thing. Oh, and then we need to add the negative. Probably do that actually at the very beginning. If n is less than 0, return less than 0. Is there anything else we're missing? I don't think I'm addressing the only count at once part, and I don't know if I should be. Like, I think I should be, but like, I don't know if I should be, you know what I'm saying? We'll get there later, how about if it breaks. Let's sum. Okay. Then let's make not an if. For I equals 0, I is less than and not equal to n, and increase by 1. So just either. So how would I change my pseudocode with that in mind, Scotty? Cash me outside, how about that? Wait, we forgot this part. Okay, so if n is less than 0, I'll space this out because sometimes people get mad about that. Then return 0. And that will stop the whole thing before it starts. Cash me in Typescript? How about that? Unhandled error. Nerd. It's okay, it's a good nerd. If I mod 3, I don't know if it's the 2 or the 3, so I'm just going to put the 3. 0 equals 0. I'm a nerd and I approve of the stream. I'm a nerd and I also approve of the stream, but that would make sense because we're the same person, right? I mod 3 equals 0. Sum plus equals. Do plus equals I? Can't remember. It's pretty good. How's it for you, Garrus? We probably could actually add like an or here. And maybe that would address the issue that the issue of like, don't count it twice. Thanks, Tam. For a moment, I actually questioned my existence. Lark, it's a common thing in this stream. You know that. We talk about philosophy and stuff all the time, right? Also, why is this not indented? Okay. And we may just be able to return at this point. Should we see if this works? Ha! It doesn't, but that's okay. Nietzsche? Is that you from the tomb? Alright, babies. Let's see where we're going wrong. If I say console.log sum, what does it give us? Yeah, that's understandable because we returned sum and that's what I said. Think about that the variable sum is at the first iteration. Okay, so maybe let it equal to 0. Oh my god. We are so smart. What?
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, really, Vanta? Wow, 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 wow. And also it looks like you guys were right. Okay, not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna get this. We did very well. Time for motivational speech. If you code every day and struggle through hard problems, you will be able to solve 6Q because it will be easier than those problems. The end. Pretty easy for 6Q. Don't do that to me, Tame. I want to feel accomplished. Nice. It was all me. Known as a garbage value where it pulls from a random address in memory. Should have a sum that might start at wow. Interesting. That was gorgeous. We're gonna need to call it this function solution and n is number, so I think. Yeah. Okay. Solution. Find. Can you do find all and replace in browsers? Am I using JavaScript at work or TypeScript? TypeScript. And I actually wanted to change this to TypeScript once I just get it all nice. Or B. What is B? Like, so this is find, right? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I want to replace all ends with number. It's fine. Maybe it's too much to ask. Of the browser. I think that's all the ends anyway, so. Okay. Just gonna erase this baby. C is a language that came after P. Is it really? Is there a B language? Are you yoking with me? Alright, so let's see if we can make this TypeScript. So the solution, this function should yield a number. So we could just say number, right? TypeScript. Wait, we gotta copy this in case this erases it. Oh my god. Thank you for copying it, Rufio. F sharp? Did I find a job? I did, and I'm in my 6th week at the job. That's how I finished this so fast. Is this all I would have to do with typing it? No. Wait. Why not? Is that a my problem? Is that my problem? I'm evolving. Can't you evolve like a Pikachu or something? Hey y'all, am I doing something wrong here? A you problem? Peak of Rufio. What is the problem that I'd made? Or do I have to have number also be a number? Oh dear. Unable to compile it. It is not a module. Require / solution. Is this a me problem or is this a Codewars problem? You can't use import? I didn't use import. What am I doing here that's ES6? Where do I have an import? What am I doing in my job? So I'm a software engineer. I've been doing full stack work. Normally I like will pick a ticket and then I'll work on it for like probably up to 2 weeks, but sometimes way shorter than that. The tickets I've worked on so far have been like adding permissions to certain users so that they can access certain information where others can't. One is making like a like entry in a field deletable. One was adding tooltips to buttons. One was fixing a broken image in an email. Things like that. To be a senior dev about a Vantaboard, I would have to be a fucking prodigy to do that. Because Vantaboard is a prodigy. Prodigious. No. Vantaboard, we talked about intelligence, and Vantaboard doesn't like going by that sort of like measurement. So Vantaboard is just practice coding a lot, is very good at it. How about that? In the sampler test, I didn't add the sample test though. This wasn't me. Am I supposed to, do I change this? Oh, asked. I didn't do this. What do we do instead of, how did, require? Oh wait, do I just say require? Is that how I fix this? I don't know how to do it. How do you do it? That's how you do it. It's like, no. Wrong. Is it require solution from solution or something? I did not spell that right. Solution. Heavy sigh. Fine, we're not doing it in TypeScript. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong there. So we just gotta get rid of this part. Oh, actually, we just have to get rid of literally that part. Let's solution equal require. Okay. Look, the sample test changed though. Talented. Thank you. Fantastic. Okay, we'll try it one more time. It saved it. So you said like let solution equal require solution. Like that. Code reliable, no compile error JS. Let assert equals require chai. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is actually throwing the right type of errors now. Maybe. Num number. Wait. Is this called num here? Where did I do, where's the comma? Parameter of type string. Where does it think we're at a string? Am I working on mainly customer projects or product of a company? Mainly the product of the company. We do have like more customer-based tickets, but I'm not quite there in understanding yet. I could do that. Oh, you know what? I see that. I see what you said. Okay. Num number. Whole thing should be giving a number. There should be no string. I did change the test. I changed this part of the test. Expected. It doesn't like this one. This isn't even me. It's fine if it's me. Mother trucker, dude. There we go. My test has issues. It wasn't even my test. Like, I did change it, but like we're just doing JavaScript, you know what I'm saying? I'm flustered. Wait. Damn it. I did not clean that up. That's fine. That's fine. Can I edit it? Does anyone know? I didn't do the test. I didn't write the test, though. Can I edit it? Cut out all this chunky. Nice. Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't take that out. Nice. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, that was very exciting. See how other people did it. They started at 1. Why did they do that? That's the only thing they did differently, basically. They started at 3? Does it matter what you start at? Oh, fancy. We all did basically the same thing, though. Because we're fantastic. I'm so satisfied with this. Alright, babies. 10:18. I swear to God, I had my... There you go. So we could do... how about December 10th? New folder. CC 2022. 12. I think I'm doing this American style. 12, 10. And then we're going to say app.js. I know, baby. Except we're going to copy all of it, actually. All of the work. Nice. First try. Yes. Look how fancy it sounds. Check if the current iteration divisible by 3. Current iteration. Git add this file. Git status. Git commit. This is wrapping super weird. Git commit -- date equals 2022 12 10. Okay. It's not American actually. -m add coding challenge and solution for 12 10 coding challenge. Git push. Let's see it. Beautimus. Ah, nice. You know, most of these are from Obsidian. It's not me coding, it's just Obsidian. Watching Harry Potter, and he knows Harry says, I saw it! And what reminds me of? No! Those random R's. They're the best. Yeah, some of these are like actual work, but most of them are straight up just Obsidian commits. So, it's a nice, easy way to rack up the green squares. Just saying. You can't unnotice now. You hear it everywhere. No. I saw it. What are the other random R's? Anyone who is British or like Australian or just puts R's on the end of words that don't have them. It's such a fun thing. Watching another clockwork. Bed rat. Watching another one of the Harry Potter movies tonight. Just have a laugh. Nice. Which one? Best Harry Potter book? Fourth one. Best Harry Potter movie? Probably the third. I'm not sure. Prisoner of Azkaban? So you're watching the best one. Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban is where you can see like the movies like they just put like a black filter basically on everything, and it suddenly got really serious. Like way different mood change from the first two. You like all of them into the fifth, really? I didn't like the fourth movie very much. Are you talking about the books or the movies? But still funny. It's like meh, but still funnier. It's just a shame Rolling's a turf and a Tory ruins magic. It really does. I don't know what those words mean, but yes. Don't be discriminatory like that. Like, you don't need to be a shitty person. Trans exclusionary radical feminist. I've never heard of that before. Interesting. I haven't read the Harry Potter books for a really long time. Alright, y'all. Let's wrap up stream. Gonna read them all. Thanks, Rufio. Wait. What did I say that made you want to do that? I didn't even say that much. Just the fourth one is the most interesting because there's the most happening. Alright, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll be back next week. I need to, like, organize some, what are they called? Some co-streams. I just have to get on it, so. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks to the Mellow stream. And let's go spread some love and follows to Grow with Box. Okay? Alright. Bye now. Bye. Goodbye.